Welcome back. You're watching the breaking news show right here on CNN News 18. We're now taking you to the big story out of yesterday. Less than a month before the Lok Sabha elections and a full 4 years after the bill was first passed, the Prime Minister-led union government notified the rules of the CAA, the Citizenship Amendment Act. The act allows the members of 6 minority communities from Pakistan, Afghanistan and Bangladesh to get Indian citizenship faster. You'll remember when this bill was first passed, it led to protests taking place across the entire country, originating in the northeast but spreading across the country, with some minority communities, including the Muslim community, arguing that it was discriminatory to them. Now, while notifying the rules, the government said that the act aims to ensure proper resettlement of what they've described as persecuted minorities. The opposition is hitting out at the government. They're questioning the timing, the fact that this is happening right before the elections. They're saying it's being done entirely as part of an election agenda. AIMIM Chief Asaduddin Owaisi has gone all guns blazing. He said CAA is based on Godse's thoughts and people have no choice but to protest once again. We're going to bring you more developments coming in. Right now, breaking news. This news coming in from Jammu and Kashmir. Mehbooba Mufti saying that 77 years after the partition, BJP is still wedded to the concept of a two-nation theory and of the Hindu Mahasabha. We'll bring you more context. She's also said that to further their agenda, they've implemented CAA to create another partition among our people. We're just going to go over very quickly to our reporters who are joining us. But Mehbooba Mufti is the former Chief Minister of Jammu and Kashmir. So this voice coming in from her, very significant. My colleague Ishan with us. Ishan, while of course hearing from Mufti is particularly significant in this time, this view is consistent with opinions she has expressed in the past too, when protests were taking place, is it not?
Well, yes, she had always been very critical of CAA, and even when the deliberation was about the CAA being brought in, Mehbooba Mufti was among the staunch opposers of the CAA. And today she has come out tweeting that the BJP is still wedded to the concept of what she calls the two-nation theory of Hindu Mahasabha. And she hits out at the BJP that this is further creating a divide among the religious population of India. And, she has also appealed the communities, including Muslims, what she calls as not to walk into the trap. But yes, she has held this, approach since a very long time against the BJP. Even after the alliance ended with the BJP, she has been very critical of them, and particularly the CAA. Because Mehbooba Mufti has been instrumental in saying that Jammu and Kashmir, what she claims as is an experimental lab, and then whatever happens in Jammu and Kashmir is then implemented in the rest of the country. But she feels that this is their agenda, and thus implementing CAA will create another partition among our own people. Remember, the PDP has strongly reacted to the statement while saying that it's an electoral benefit that the BJP will gain out of it. And the timing of this should be questioned because there is just one community that has been left out of it. We spoke to PDP's senior leader, Hanjura, who clearly said that the timing is important and there's a further division that is being created by the BJP by implementing this law at this time.
Just take us, Ishan, back to 2019 and tell us, is this a view that all of Jammu Kashmir's key political parties have been united in?
Well, when you talk about the political parties, particularly the regional political parties, they still have differences in coming on a common platform and expressing view, a similar view that they might have. But yes, Mehbooba Mufti, if you compare her with the rest of the political parties which are operating in Kashmir, with the Congress's unit or the National Conference or the CPIM, they have had their own views, and their views have sometimes been different from rest of the political parties which exist on the ground, and sometimes they don't have they haven't come on the common platform.
Just walk us through though, Ishan, what for example Omar Abdullah from the National Conference, just other key leaders in the valley have had to say in the past.
They have, attacked the BJP for bringing CAA. We haven't seen any statement as of now coming from the National Conference. We tried to get a reaction from them as well, but they haven't reacted to it. But yes, in the past, they have opposed it. They've held a strong posturing against the bringing of CAA. But now that it has been implemented, one has to see that what kind of reactions do pour in from them. But yes, Mehbooba Mufti is among the first few politicians from Jammu and Kashmir who have reacted to this very sharply. And, Umar in the past has also criticized the government about about CAA and implementing it in across the country, one has to see what do the other political parties in Jammu and Kashmir, the regional political parties react to this. Since Mehbooba Mufti has now gone on to tweet about it, one has to wait and understand that how does the Umar-led National Conference, which is already finding it difficult to stay within the India alliance when it comes to the sheep sharing in Jammu and Kashmir.
Just tell us, Ishan, again, I'm going to ask you to take us back to 2019 for this next question. We saw protests taking place in the northeast and then expanding to all of India. Did we see protests taking place in Jammu and Kashmir regarding this?
There were no significant protests which took place here. Because at the time when 2019 took place, the valley was going through a lot of things. And, because of application of Article 370 was taking place, and there were other things also taking place. So yes, there were no protests as such that have happened on the ground since 2019. But yes, there has been reservation from the political parties, particularly those who are focused on Jammu and Kashmir as a region and its implications. And Mehbooba Mufti being one of those who has strongly advocated against implementing of CAA. One has to wait and see that if Mehbooba comes out and speaks to media about the CAA or if there's a protest by a party in Srinagar.
Ishan, thank you for bringing us that context.